Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a follow-up video for Massifly. If you watch my intro video, you probably have an idea of what this is. If not, I'll cover it here, but I want to go into the back office and show you how you can leverage this platform to not only build new connections with people that are like-minded, people that are probably interested in crypto programs, people that are interested in network marketing or affiliate marketing, but also how you can advertise your program or share your content, right? There's a lot of different ways you can use this platform. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you decide to jump into anything in the crypto space, just know that there is risk involved. So please do your own research and only put in what you can afford to lose. Also follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Good news about Massifly, it's definitely on the lower end of the risk scale because again, it doesn't revolve around trading or anything volatile like that. There's no bots or arbitrage or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with those platforms, but obviously when you're trading and then you're in the market, there's um there's more risk, right? This is a little bit different. It's a social network, right? It's a social network for uh marketers, right? Built by marketers. So I'm going to show you what that is in a second. So again, for me, when I first saw this, I took a look at it. One of the things that caught my eye was, as I scrolled down and looked at the website, is the fact that it has a growing community, right? You see here 8,200 plus members worldwide, and these are real people, right? As you see, like my picture right here. But you could see, different people here. These are people that are, I mean, obviously they wouldn't be on this platform if they weren't interested in marketing, right? Or online marketing. They weren't interested in internet marketing, network marketing, crypto. So these are like-minded individuals. And why is that important? Because as you promote your deal, as you promote your program, your service, your product, your opportunity, whatever the case may be, you want to promote to people that most likely will have an interest, right? And so when I saw this, I said, okay, well, these are people that I can connect with. I can, maybe it's a new demographic of people that I can possibly build a connection with. I can promote my offers to. And so I said, okay, let me look at this because this might be something that I can, build a new, not a new, but build a different network with, right? Obviously, we post videos on YouTube or on social media. We have a Telegram community, but I'm always searching for new ways to get traffic, new ways to get leads, new ways to connect with new, leaders. And so when I saw this, it was very attractive, right? Then I found that there was a matrix that pays, there's actually six matrices, right? One of them pays out in a fully blown out matrix, or not blown out, fully filled out is probably a better term. A fully filled out matrix pays a little bit under $40,000 a month, right? And that's just one of the matrices, right? There's actually six that are running side by side, and you're running simultaneously. As a matter of fact, if you get a builder's pack, you actually get a position in each one of those matrices, and you're building them at the same time, right? So there's definitely a money making opportunity. Now, of course, if you don't want to participate in the money making opportunity, that's fine too. You can become a free member. You can surf. But again, you have two options here. You can be a free member and just use the social networking side, or you could be a paid member and actually use the advertising side of it. You know, uh, you're able to put login ads and banner ads and text ads and all sorts of things. So let's take a look at it. Right, if you go to the back office, I actually just logged in here. This is obviously a login ad, right? So you can set up a login ad when people log into their back office. You'll be able to, you'll be able to put an offer in front of them as they, um, as they log in, right? You can see here, tap the image that matches. All right. So here you go. Here's what it looks like. It looks almost like a Facebook feed, right? Now, of course, Facebook is a monster of a platform. It's really hard to compare to that, right? It's, Facebook's been around for 15 years or whatever the keys might be, right? It's a multi-billion dollar company. This is, something that's just starting, right? But it's growing. So, when you look at it, try not to use Facebook as a reference point, but just think of Facebook when it started, right? Maybe you can remember that. And it looks very familiar, right? There's a basic feed. You can connect with people. You can add them as your friend. Look at this. Somebody posted my video. I did a video. I'm actually just seeing this for the first time. So somebody posted this here. Um, and then somebody reposted it, right? So it's a way to get your content out, and people can actually repost your content, like your content, comment, et cetera, et cetera. So again, something like that is pretty cool, right? So you can see the feed here of someone else. Oh, this is the same person, yeah. Okay. But look here, if I go here, right? If I go to the feed here, I can actually post whatever I want to post here, right? I can put a comment, I can put a picture, I can put a YouTube video, right? Um, so let's see here. If I go over here, right, and let's say I want to promote this thing, okay? I can just put share, right? Grab the link, and I can come in here. And I can put a post a link right there, right? And I can just post that. And then there goes the video. So again, you can share your content, right? Again, get more eyeballs on your content, more likes, more comments, more people reposting it. And again, if you have a crypto program that pays out daily, if you have a revenue share program, if you have a an affiliate product that you want to promote, this is something that you can do. Of course, that's just one aspect of it. For me, I like to pay for traffic. So here in the advertising section, there's a couple of different ways you can do that, right? There's a website, like for example, I can go here. It says here 22,000 visitors available. I can create a campaign. Um, I might do that off video because I want to give it some thought, but here's where you would just click on new campaign. And then it says here, enter the website URL you want to promote. I can put in here the website URL, might be a lead capture page, might be something like, something to that effect. And then I can drive people and drive traffic to that site. The goal obviously is for them to put their email into a capture field or a capture page rather, and then they could get on a list. They get on an email list where I can drip on them and follow up with them and send them additional information. Because again, most people won't buy or join on the first touch. They need to get dripped on a little bit. Statistically, anywhere from 7 to 10 touches. That's when people pull out their not their credit card, but that's when people decide to get involved and join or sign up or buy or what have you. But here's where you can grab one of your links and promote it, right? If we go to, let's say, banner, if you have a banner ad, now you, of course, if your platform doesn't create a banner ad, you can always uh, create one, right? Here's one for the arm circle. I don't exactly know what these are for, but you can create a campaign, right? You can either drag your banner picture in here or put the URL if you have a URL. Most people have a picture, right? And then here you would just put in what the details are, SEO title, and then of course target URL. When people click that banner rather, where does it take them? What website? What capture page? Et cetera, et cetera. So you can just set that up. Another way is there's a couple of different banners here you can choose from, right? There's a 468 by 60. There's a 728 by 90. Of course, there's a small 125 by 125, which are the little square ones, right? Um, uh, then there's text ads, right? Here, there's 310,000 impressions available. Now, of course, I'm going to buy more packs so I can get more impressions credited to me. But here's where you would just click on new campaign. Then here you would set it up, create a campaign title, put a description, put your target URL. So when people click through that ad, where does it take them, right? And what definitely, a little side note here, don't put an affiliate link in there, right, where people click it and then all of a sudden there's a sign up page. They have no clue what it is. They have no clue what the program is. Again, ideally it would be a lead capture page so you can capture their email, but some type of page that, it's more of a sales page where they have a video that they can watch or an overview that leads them into a join button or some type of affiliate link after they see what it is. You'll get way more conversions doing that. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Here you would another. Let's scroll down here. You have text ads, you have partner ads, you also have login ads, right? Okay. So I have one slot for a login ad that I can create. Of course, if I buy more packs, that'll give me more slots. And as people log into their site, right, or log into their account, they'll see my offer, right? So you can click here, create a new campaign. I can put a target URL. So again, I'm just showing you how you can navigate through this, right? So again, you can pay for advertising or set up your advertising, right? Of course, as you pay for advertising, clicks and that sort of thing, you'll get a position in the matrix. You can have multiple positions in the matrix. And of course, there's huge opportunities there to earn if you want to. So you can see here, there's a bundle package, right? And again, you can have as many of these, unlimited. You can have as many of these as you want. Each time you purchase a bundle package for $49, it gives you a position in each of the 6 matrices, right? So it's not just a position in one matrix. You're getting position in each of the 6 matrices that you can build out. Of course, the more positions you have, the more you'll earn. And each matrix pays out differently, okay? But it gives you a spot in each one. This one here, this is Massifly. This is the monthly subscription, right? You get a monthly subscription. It enters you into the 2x15 global force matrix. It also gives you 1,500 visitors, 18,000 banner ads, 15,000 text impressions. And again, every month you get a brand new Massifly position that goes into the matrix, okay? This is mini packs. This is just like a booster on your pack. It gives you an additional 500 visitors, right? So you have, and then here if you wanted to, well, let's go over here. Let's go to Infinity Cashback Plan, right? So I showed you how to purchase one of these plans, right? We're going to start scaling this bad boy up and start buying a bunch of packs. But just to show you what happens here is you get a spot in the autofill A matrix. You get a spot in the autofill B matrix. Okay. Now these are the smaller matrices, right? This one here, the autofill C matrix, you get a position in. Again, you can have multiple positions. Each position, by the way, on a fully filled matrix, an autofill C matrix that's fully filled out underneath you, pays out $39,857 per month, right, in residual income. Because again, it's a subscription based. So as people pay their subscription, you're getting paid over and over and over again. So again, on a fully filled out matrix, it's about $40K a month. So again, that's $500,000 a year. As you're building out your social network, as you're building new connections, as you're posting on your feed, you can build out the matrix here. And again, it's not just your efforts, but efforts of your downline team, your upline team. You can fill out a matrix. I'm not going to say you can fill out a matrix pretty fast because it does take a little bit of time. But, if it took you a year to fill out your matrix or 2 years, and now you're at $40,000 a month in residual income on a little side project, a little social network deal like this, that's great income, right? On the autofill D, that fully paid out matrix pays out $5.4 million, right? Now that's not residual because it's not subscription based, but still that's, even if you're getting paid that one time, as you're working through the matrix, that, a fully filled out matrix pays out almost $5.5 million, right? So, pretty awesome. Okay. Of course you can cycle out. There's a 1x3 matrix as you cycle out. Every time you get 3 people on your first level, you make $15, but you can cycle multiple times a day. And then anytime you have someone on your team that you brought in, if they cycle, they get $15, but you get a $5 override or a $5 match. So imagine having 10, 15 people cycling every single day or multiple times a day. Not only are you getting paid on your cycles, but you're getting paid match on their cycles. And again, this is on top of the other matrices. There's 6 matrices. Now, of course, if you're not interested in the money making opportunity, you can still use this as advertising. You can also just, post on your feed, right? And share this with people. But again, for me, whenever I make a video, sometimes I post it in my Telegram. I'm gonna be posting it in here as well, right? Why not? There's 8,000 members globally that probably would be interested in something that we're offering because we're offering, a money making opportunity. And people here are marketers, right? Now, of course, I have to build up my friends base and all that sort of thing, but you know, not that big of a deal. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Here's your community, right? Of course, you can participate and post in forums. There's different groups. And of course, they have a few games that you can play because they've gamified it where, you're not going to make a killing, right? But, you get a little bit here, a little bit there. For me, I'm not too interested in that. This is more of a way for me to promote offers to a targeted audience, people that are like-minded. And if we can build out the matrix, and side effect is filling out a matrix and making, that residual income, it makes total sense, right? At least for me, right? So in any case, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Get a free account if you like, right? But of course, if you want to really maximize it, you're going to want to pick up some packs. There is a surf and earn section here. If you want to be a free member and you still want to earn a little bit here and earn a little bit there, you get paid a little bit, right, to surf ads, right? And again, from the other perspective, like from you sharing stuff, they probably have a bunch of people that are free members, right? And what they do, those free members do is they come in and they surf ads every single day because they want to make a little bit. So your offer can be shown to them as people are surfing ads. They're going to see your offer. Another way for people to see your offer as they surf. So, lots of ways this can play out. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. We're just getting started in this. Again, we're going to scale this bad boy up. Of course, we're going to buy packs. We're going to build out the matrix. And of course, we're going to use this to share our content. Um, I could post my Telegram link in here and perhaps get more, people have to head on over to my Telegram and join my Telegram. Again, if you're building out different socials, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Facebook, you can post those links in here. Okay. And as people come and find you here or they friend you here, they connect with you, they'll probably check out your socials and follow you over there. So again, there's lots of different ways you can play with this, but it's exciting. Massifly doing its thing. The membership base has definitely grown. And it's on its way to 10,000 members worldwide. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's there are 10,000 people that possibly will like what it is that you have to offer. If you're in the crypto space, network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales space, these are people that are interested in that. So anyway, check this one out. I'll leave a link down below. I will catch you on the next one. Of course, follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.